Welcome in, my friends. Welcome back to Battle of the Beer. Today we're looking at 5 beers. It's a Battle of the Beer Oktoberfest Beer Battle Royale. It's kind of a mouthful. It's a little bit much. That's going to make a long video title.
I don't know what you just said now. But.
Well, tell us a little bit about it.
It's just going to be a quick hit, first impressions of each one of these Oktoberfesten beers, and we're going to have an overall winner. As we are on the nose typically on this show, yes, many of these do say Oktoberfest on the label, but you know, we had some special curation from our local bottle shop to help us select some of these. We have the old guard and the new guard, and it's just going to be interesting to see what's going to be a winner, I think. So,
yeah.
I mean, we've got a lot on the table here, so why are we sitting around gabbing about it? We should do some battling.
To begin with, we have one of the older Oktoberfests. It's actually still brewed in Germany. It's called Hofbrau, and you have to say it like that, otherwise it's not legitimate. We're starting with one of the older brews, and then we're going to end with it so that we kind of have a good benchmark to test all of them. So I'm trying. I'm going in. Guten Tag. Salut. Quite an aroma.
It's always nice after you've had a lot of like Western styled beers to jump right back into like a Germanic, you know, just the
flavor profiles that they
profile,
have.
just the difference too. I always just love how thin bodied they are, and it's not a bad way. Like the beer itself is very thin, and it's just very like there's not a lot of mouthfeel there, but it's just really drinkable
light,
in that way.
yeah,
it just has that very light feel, but it doesn't sacrifice that flavor. I just think that's that golden flavor.
Like
you know,
almost like
flavor,
honey or something?
Yeah, you know, there's just,
it's got like a tinge of sweetness. It just goes down smooth.
Yeah.
I really like it.
I guess that's why they're still brewing it. I mean, they've got a good thing going, so why change it? I mean, since 1810 is when the Oktoberfest originated, you know, that style, and I don't think that's this specifically, but just in general.
That's a little while to perfect the Oktoberfest style.
Yeah. I mean, this is our first international beer on Battle of the Beer. It's a great way to start. I mean, this is the Royal Rumble's got a lot to live up to, so
this is a great contender to begin with.
Let's go.
Let's move on.
All right, our next beer comes from Victory. It is their Festivus. It's a Oktoberfest Amber Lager. So they're going to be, you know, a westernized approach to this German style. Victory Brewing is in Downingtown, Pennsylvania.
Downingtown Abbey?
The label. Yes, all of that.
I gotta say, right off the bat, smells completely different.
Yeah, I mean, the amber is going to make it a little, you know, a little different, but
it's more of a seasonal American type thing, I feel like, to make it an Oktoberfest amber, but we'll see.
I mean, you can still kind of get that same taste, which I'm sure you're having to use your yeast strain. I'm sure it's going to have to be a specific type, and so you can get that taste in the beer. From
German malts, decoction brewed. You know what that means? I certainly don't.
I probably should, but I definitely do not.
It's got a good mouthfeel. It's not quite as light in the mouth. It's a little bit more medium.
So far, I really appreciated that more. I mean, it's definitely good. I still get the German influence on it.
It's different.
Yeah, it's more like you said, it's like an American spin on that style.
Well, next one. All right, we're back with our third beer. It's Goose Oktoberfest. I have a feeling that this will probably be the most widely available. Goose
Goose Island has a pretty good footprint.
Yeah, an extended reach. Now, what's going to be interesting about this one is it has, as per the bottle, pleasant hints of dried apricot and toffee.
Toffee?
Toffee.
I believe there you go.
Toffee aroma.
Clearly, you've had one too many Oktoberfesten.
Apparently. So I don't know if that means you'll taste any of it, but you're definitely gonna get a little on your snifter there. Oh yeah, there's the toffee right there. The toffee.
I don't taste the apricot. I am broken.
It said pleasant hints, not you're just gonna taste apricots. This guy.
This is my least favorite so far.
I taste the apricots and I don't. It's not great. It's a real apricot taste, not like gummy apricots.
I guess I'm looking for more of that Germanic style that we've pulled from the other two, you know, and I don't notice that from this one as much.
No, it poured out really nice looking, but the head went away almost immediately.
Insta fizzled. Yeah,
it was very caramel. It almost looked like cola. I agree with you. It does kind of not really remind me of Oktoberfest.
And maybe I'd have to double check on the others, but I'm like, this says it's a Marzen style, and I don't know 100% what the other specific Germanic style that those other 2 beers.
Hey,
were.
our only qualifier was Oktoberfest on the label.
That's true.
It's not, this isn't the most scientific process.
And it
but
never will be.
If you're going to market it as Oktoberfest, we're going to judge it as Oktoberfest. So let's move on to the next one. What do you think?
I'm all for that. All right, so beer number 4 is Left Hand's aptly named Oktoberfest. I mean,
it doesn't get much more simple than that.
Hey, just admire the tiger artwork, because that's what it's all about.
Artwork
if you
is
pick your
sick.
beer by artwork, I mean,
I would get a print of that.
it is a Marzen lager, and it's hopefully delicious. So
It's not bad, but the aftertaste is a little wonky. Is there anything crazy about this? Any dried apricots or taffy?
Unicorn.
Toasty
Ground up
malt
unicorn.
flavors dominate up front, and noble hops lead to a spicy and superbly clean finish. I don't know, man. Tastes a little muddled to me.
I get the spice a little bit, but I mean, I guess if you told me that this was an Oktoberfest, I wouldn't. If you didn't tell me that, I wouldn't know. I mean, it just kind of, to me, I just kind of get it's just like an amber brown lager. Kind of run of the mill, nothing too.
I'm not crazy about it, personally.
Now, it does have Rocky Mountain water, not to be confused with the oysters, but
That's could be the issue, because the Rocky Mountains cause, some brewing issues. The water, I mean, I don't know.
There's something about the elevation.
So, yes, that's a possibility. So what we're saying here is we should probably move on to the next beer.
I think that's a really good idea.
All right, let's do it. All right, it's our final beer. This one is a mouthful.
Good luck, sir.
Weihenstephaner? Weihenstephaner? I don't know. All you need to know, though, is this is the world's oldest brewery, okay, since 1040.
That's a long time.
That is a bit of time. It's a fest beer. So,
Festbier.
yeah, we're seeing a little bit of a theme. Sometimes it's Oktoberfest, sometimes it's fest beer, but fest is in the name.
Festivus for the rest
We're
of us.
there. We're there. We get
I like how we bookended, because this is going to compare very well with the very first one.
Yeah.
Hofbrau.
So we had our initial. This is our reminder. This is what those other 3 beers are going up against. Smells very similar to the first one. A little bit. I like the aroma a little bit more than the first one.
I feel like you get a little bit of that. I want to say, for lack of better, like that sour. A little bit of the sour taste that you kind of get from like Bavarian style, like Bavarian hops or whatever that is. It's just kind of.
I'm getting more sweet, to be honest with you. You talked about that golden honey flavor that you couldn't quite place. I feel like there's more now in this beer than in the. It doesn't matter, because I like it. That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
it's good.
I wish we still had some of the other. I'd love to go head to head with the
first and this one. It's okay. I mean, I think the similarities are pretty close. Either one, they're good. But what's interesting is that our 2 bookends aren't. They're kind of the 3 that we had in the middle aren't much that similar to the 2 the older ones that we tried from Germany. So, all right. Well, I think maybe now is the time that we'll give you the rundown of what we think was the best Oktoberfest beer and why, and we'll get to that now. All right. So the scores are in. The Royal Rumble is over, and we have a clear winner. First, we're gonna start with the Hofbrau Oktoberfest. This is our winner. It's a bit of a close situation between first and second, but I think between these 2, this one kind of stood out a little bit.
Yeah, and I'm actually surprised that was the winner, because you don't want to. The first beer you don't want to go all in with, but I just really enjoyed how smooth, how light, how clean.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not usually really attracted to really light beers, like in terms of the color and everything, but it just won me over right away. I really enjoyed the taste. I enjoyed everything about it, and it was just hard for everything to stand up to that at that point.
This is the beer that shall not be named, because the name is a little bit tough to say, especially after you've had a few. But honestly, They're slightly different, both of these, but they're both equally good, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I think that's what we get from having both, actual German breweries here, and not, they're more set in a style. They have a tradition, it's long-standing. So, I mean, it just only makes sense that they're so similar, and
you can taste the tradition. Let's talk about the last three. Last three were a little interesting. Now, we kind of noted that they were slightly an offshoot from the traditional style.
I think,
but that's okay.
I think the Goose Island really stands out, though, because it was like, to me, it was like the domestic Oktoberfest. It really just was very lackluster for me. It just didn't.
Was that the one that had the apricots and toffee?
Yeah, which we had noticed in the tasting that they weren't notable, but after a while I could pick up on it more. But I
think it's subtracted from the beer, honestly. What I like about these two is that they're just such a clean experience. Everything else felt pretty muddled, and I would say this one especially was the worst. I gave it a 2.5. Which is pretty low on Battle of the Beer. But I don't know, there's something very, like you said, traditional and clean about these two beers. Yeah. And these three just didn't really make that cut. Yeah. So.
And at least with these two, while there wasn't anything especially wrong, it just, like you said, the flavors kind of just muddled together, and I didn't really get a unique experience. It just kind of felt very middle of the road type of thing.
They don't shine. They don't stand out particularly.
And I guess for me, this was eye-opening because I haven't really had too many just traditional Germanic beers. So now I'm glad that we've done this because I'm like, hey, you know what? I want to go straight up traditional. Give me an old German lager.
Try a traditional German Oktoberfest beer, and then maybe go out and get some of these other seasonal selections that you can find around you, because it's very eye-opening to try the traditional way, and I don't know, there's something to be said about the old ways. So yeah, if you've tried any of the beers that are on our list here, or maybe something else, then just let us know in the comments below. And hey, if you know how to pronounce either of these beers, let us know that too, because we clearly...
I guarantee we butchered it. I guarantee it.
Our German is a little, so... yeah, you can contact us on Facebook at Battle of the Beer, or on Twitter at Battle of the Beer Show. Show.damnitmotherfucker.com.